It's been a long time since I've made a video about a destination that I've been in. Also a long time since I've been here. I am in Charleston, South Carolina, historic Charleston, South Carolina. And over the next 2 days, I intend to see about a dozen hotels, some historic sites, and discover exactly why this is such a premier conference destination. Let's do it. All right, this is the Hyatt House and Hyatt Place, historic Charleston, both behind me. They are connected. It is one big property. They share a lobby, they share meeting space, but there's two different room products. Hyatt Place, of course, is the limited service variety for Hyatt, and Hyatt House is more of their extended stay variety with full kitchens. Very useful product. This is on King Street in historic Charleston, but the very far north end of historic Charleston. Beyond here is mostly residential, although there are some more restaurants that locals like to frequent. In any case, really useful because of their price point. They have a lot of meeting space for this type of hotel. Just overall, really, really good value in Charleston. All right, this was the second site tour I did in Charleston. This is the Hotel Bennett, and this is something special. I may have started with the best, and perhaps that was wrong. This is a Salamander hotel. It is upper 4-star, 4-diamond. This is luxury level. We're talking $500 rates. It's not going to be for most of my clients, but there's a smattering of clients who could consider it. You can't smell it, but it smells delicious in here. This is a fancy hotel. It is a formal hotel. It is a boutique hotel where gentlemen remove their hats, but it is great for one single solitary group that can take over this hotel and make it their headquarters. Really, really stunning. All right, leaving Bennett now. This is Marion Square, Francis Marion Square, which is popular during the day. It's just off King Street, which is where all the shops and restaurants are, and there's a few hotels on this very square. There's also some historic revolutionary cannons on this square. And the climate, let me tell you right now, is delightful as I head to my next appointment at the Embassy Suites. This is the Embassy Suites, Charleston Historic District. It's a very famous building, the site of the former Citadel here in Charleston, South Carolina. It's historic, but it's also an Embassy Suites, which means you'll see the signature atrium, and of course the suites and the full breakfast and the manager's reception each evening. You can see it now behind me, this atrium. And that is not going anywhere. However, this hotel is going to be completely reinvented next year. It will still be a Hilton, but it will not be an Embassy Suites. It's going to fall under Curio Collection. It's going to be a much more upgraded product. The free breakfast is going away. The suites will stay, obviously, but the prices are going to go up. So Charleston deserves it. They deserve a high-end hotel like this, but they're going to be missing the Embassy Suites, I fear, for all of its kitsch charm. Granted, this hotel does need a renovation regardless, and I'll be interested to see what it turns into next year. right now, wrapping up our site here at the Dewberry Hotel. This is the second hotel I've toured today, named for the person who owns it and founded it. This is John Dewberry's hotel. It's a beautiful luxury hotel. Not repped currently by any major brand, not affiliated, but that may be coming down the pike. Gorgeous, gorgeous spaces, gorgeous rooms, beautiful scents. Just a really, really special event type venue. It's a historic building. You wouldn't necessarily know it. It's historic like from the 1960s, but still historic, very charming and very expensive. It's not ideal for groups looking for economy or the government, for example, but for something high-end, looking for something a little more memorable, no doubt, Dewberry it is. Concluding now the fifth site tour here in Charleston. That's the Courtyard Charleston Historic District on this very busy intersection of Calhoun Street and Meeting Street in historic Charleston. Looks like Meeting Street and King Street are the main thoroughfares here in historic Charleston. The Courtyard is not a historic hotel, but it's in an historic neighborhood. It's a basic hotel by Marriott. I think it was built as a Holiday Inn, but it's now been Marriott for about 15 years. Perfectly serviceable, but you know, by comparison to the other properties that I've seen today, it's not gonna wow anyone. And it's across the street from a gas station and of course a couple of churches, because Charleston is the holy city. There's a steeple everywhere you look. That is a wrap for today, Wednesday, September 11th. Just took a stroll and found the College of Charleston. How beautiful and historic is this quad? Maybe the kiddos want to look at Charleston for college. Good morning, Charleston. I am on foot once again today. I had 5 site visits yesterday. I will have another 6 today. I'm with my luggage right now. And unfortunately, I won't be checking into my hotel tonight until my 5th site tour today. So I may be hauling this luggage with me all day long. We'll see. We'll see about that. In any case, looking forward to seeing some more of the southern King Street hotels today, deeper into the historic district, maybe even get into some historic homes. Charleston is known for that, as well as churches. This is the storied Francis Marion Hotel and the beautiful and ornate lobby. This is the only place in Charleston that I've actually stayed here for the baby moon back in 2013. However, they were sold out last night and did not have a guest room to show me today. I know they've been refreshed in the last decade or so, but this hotel celebrated 100 years this past year, and they're doing a bunch of refreshes. And they have to, really, because most of Charleston has modernized and kept up with the times, and the Francis Marion has to as well. This is maybe the busiest hotel in Charleston because of its location, right in the midpoint of the historic district. Great way to start the day. This is the Lindy Renaissance Hotel. I feel like it's a lesser known Marriott branded hotel here in Charleston, but it's between King and Meeting Street on a little side street. Very cute. Every bit the boutique Charleston conference hotel. But it is a smaller property, under 160 rooms, one large ballroom, but two small breakouts. And it's higher priced. It's an elevated experience. Lots of custom touches, very, very intrinsic to Charleston. Their chef here is renowned. The food and beverage here, excellent. And the smell is delightful. I was expecting a candle, but I don't know where it went. Anyway. Leaving Grand Bohemian now, that is a feast for the senses. It's a hotel that hardly ever needs to be renovated because the decor is timeless. You would never associate that museum-style decor with any one year, and it really is like a museum. Only 50 rooms though. It has meeting space. You could do a small meeting there, but it is certainly not a meetings house. It's the smallest hotel that I'll be seeing while here in Charleston. Still a beautiful time I'm having halfway through. Wrapping up Hotel Emiline. I've got 2 more tours today, and then I'll be concluding with some house tours. Emiline is a pseudo-historic hotel. It's the old Doubletree, which was an old hotel, and now it's the new Emiline, which is a modern take. They have a handful of properties around the country, but this one is their flagship. Really beautiful, a lot of space for a boutique hotel. 13,000 square feet of meeting space or so. I think they have 250 guest rooms. They have some interesting 2-story rooms. They have a really nice outdoor space and a few different eateries. They treated me to lunch, so I'm feeling nice and full. But really, really nice experience overall. Like I said, it's been 12 years since I've been here in Charleston, and it is all coming back to me now with this market. Gotta remember this. Very touristy area right here outside the Emiline and on the way to Charleston Place. But neat little artisan markets and shops and crafts and snack bars. Really fun place if you're going to come to Charleston for a meeting. Do you know what this place reminds me of? It reminds me of Faneuil Hall Marketplace in Boston. All the shops left and right, this old historic building. Really cool. It's beautiful. There's no doubt. It is Charleston Place. It is what made Charleston hospitality about 40 years ago. There's shopping, there's dining, elite dining. There's the most meeting space anywhere in downtown Charleston at 40,000 square feet. There's breakout rooms. There's beautiful lobby and public space. There's outdoor space. And they have, I think, 450 guest rooms. It's what you need in Charleston. But snooty. I gotta be honest, all the site tours that I've done, this is the only hotel that's made it clear to me that they weren't going to take my government business. All the other hotels said, give it a try. This hotel basically said, don't even try. And I probably won't. Nevertheless, you can't dispute that it's a beautiful product, and it would be nice to treat clients someday. Last stop for today. This is site tour number 11, the Mills House, a historic hotel that used to be a Wyndham for many years when I could book them, and now a Hilton Curio collection, which means the prices have gone up. But they're treating me very well today with a large, looks like a studio suite, big couch, a couple of gifts here in my pink bag, and it keeps going on here. It looks like got a little wet bar area. Little kitchenette slash, alcove that overlooks their patio. It's a lovely room and it's a lovely hotel. There are times when I can book a property like this. And I do love Hilton's Curio collection because it is a little more intrinsic to the area, a lot less generic feeling. So let's wrap it up for the day and hit the ground running again tomorrow. This is the Nathaniel Russell House, where Nathaniel Russell lived, I believe, from 1808 to 1820. I'm now in the gardens, and I'm listening to the tour sort of on fast forward because I don't have time to listen to the entire hour-long tour, trying to make as many historic homes as I can today. But really, really beautiful and super cool. Walking down Trad Street right now, and if you read the signs on these homes, you can see these date back to the 1730s and 1740s. So this is pre-America homes. We've got colonial homes here, and I'm about to tour the Hayward Washington House, which I believe is the only colonial house that you can tour here in Charleston. Just what a magnificent treasure this neighborhood is. They're saying that Washington slept here. I know he slept a lot of places, but they're saying in 1791, President George Washington slept in this bedroom. They're saying that Washington probably had tea in this room. Good morning, Charleston. It's Friday the 13th. I'm here at the Charleston Marriott in the West End. I'm sorry, the West Edge. This is what they're now calling it, of Charleston. This is not a particularly walkable area, although I am going to walk to my next site tour from here. But you can't walk to many shops or restaurants, if any. It is not within walking distance of the historic district. This is a great hotel for self-contained conferences that need a lot of space. But if you're selling them on being in Charleston, this is hard because although it is in Charleston and it is on the right side of the bridge, it's not in the heart of things at all, and you'll need Ubers at night to get there. Lucky number 13 on Friday the 13th. This is the final site tour on my trip, and this is the Courtyard Charleston waterfront. Second courtyard that I'm seeing here in Charleston. This is not downtown. This is in that West Edge area, but you can see the Ashley Marina. Great views of the Ashley Marina, but there's not much else down here. It's a renovated, limited service hotel with very limited meeting space. Probably not a lot of use for my customers, but for leisure guests that are looking to spend a little less and have a more resort type experience, this could be an option for you. I have got just a little bit of time before I need to catch a flight home, so I am going to take in some more history. You'll notice I've got sunglasses on. This is the first sun I've seen since I've gotten here. I'm at the Battery here. You can see the cannons behind me. This is at the very southern tip of the peninsula. That's what Charleston is. It's a peninsula. This morning I did site tours on the west side of the peninsula, which is the less desirable side. It's the Ashley River. Then the Cooper River comes down the east side, and then the rivers merge and head out into the Atlantic. So I'm gonna see what kind of water views I can see. It's a little bit under construction here, but there's a lot to take in. Leaving the Edmonston-Alston house now. It's the last historic tour that I'm going to be able to do. I realize now that I've been blessed with 2 really cloudy days in Charleston. Today's now a very sunny and hot day, and I am feeling it. Were I to have site visits all day today like I did the other 2 days, I would be completely unpresentable by the time I got to my last one. That will not be the case. I will soon be heading home.